Our journey begins billions of years ago. The Earth was a newborn planet. It was a swirling mass of molten rock and gas. Volcanoes erupted across the surface, spewing lava and ash. The air was thick with noxious fumes. Over millions of years, the Earth began to cool. The molten rock solidified into a solid crust. Vapor condensed in the atmosphere, forming vast oceans. These early oceans were hot and acidic, a far cry from the life-giving waters we know today. This was a hostile and unforgiving environment, yet hidden within these primordial seas, the seeds of life were being sown. The stage was set for the emergence of the first inhabitants of Earth. The molten Earth eventually gave way to a cooler, more stable planet. This transformation set the stage for the emergence of life. It was in the depths of these early oceans that life first appeared on our planet. Around 3.8 billion years ago, something extraordinary happened. Simple, single-celled bacteria emerged in the oceans. These were the earliest forms of life. They were tiny, microscopic organisms, yet they possessed the spark of life. These pioneers thrived in the harsh conditions. They were able to survive without oxygen. They obtained energy from the chemicals in their surroundings. Over time, these bacteria evolved and diversified. They became more complex and adapted to their environment. These single-celled organisms were the ancestors of all life on Earth. Their emergence marked a pivotal moment in our planet's history. It was the beginning of a long and extraordinary journey of evolution. The emergence of these single-celled organisms marked a pivotal moment in our planet's history. It was the beginning of a long and extraordinary journey of evolution. Life flourished in the oceans for billions of years. Over time, new forms of life evolved. These included algae, jellyfish, and worms. These creatures were more complex than bacteria. They were multicellular. This allowed them to develop specialized cells and tissues. They began to form the first ecosystems. About 540 million years ago, there was a dramatic burst of evolution known as the Cambrian explosion. During this time, a wide variety of new animals appeared in the oceans. These included creatures with shells, skeletons, and other hard body parts. They evolved into fish, arthropods, and other marine animals. As life in the oceans proliferated, some organisms began to explore a new frontier land. About 400 million years ago, the first plants began to colonize the land. These early plants were simple, such as mosses and ferns. They paved the way for the evolution of land animals. Section 4. The Dawn of Humanity. The first animals to venture onto land were invertebrates like insects and spiders. They were followed by amphibians, which could live both in water and on land. Reptiles evolved from amphibians and became the dominant land animals during the Mesozoic era, the age of dinosaurs. The extinction of the dinosaurs 66 million years ago allowed mammals to diversify and flourish. Among these mammals were the early primates, our distant ancestors. They were small, tree-dwelling creatures with grasping hands and feet. Over millions of years, primates evolved and diversified. Some lineages became larger, developed bigger brains, and began to walk upright. Around 7 million years ago, the first hominins, our closest extinct relatives, appeared in Africa. These early hominins were bipedal, meaning they walked on two legs. They had smaller brains than modern humans, but were already using tools. The genus Homo, to which modern humans belong, emerged in Africa around 2.8 million years ago. Our species, Homo sapiens, appeared about 300,000 years ago. We are the product of billions of years of evolution, the latest chapter in the long and remarkable story of life on Earth. Section 5. Creation Myths, a tapestry of beliefs. The question of our origins has captivated humanity since we first looked up at the stars. While science provides a compelling account of the evolution of life, many cultures have developed their own creation myths. These myths offer diverse and often poetic explanations for the existence of the Earth and its inhabitants. In Norse mythology, the world was created from the body of the giant Ymir. The ancient Greeks believed that the Titan Prometheus molded humans from clay. The Judeo-Christian tradition describes God creating the world in 6 days, with Adam and Eve as the first man and woman. These myths, passed down through generations, reflect a deep-seated human need to understand our place in the cosmos. While these creation stories differ in their details, they share a common thread: They all speak to the enduring human fascination with our own beginnings. They remind us that the search for meaning and understanding is a fundamental part of the human experience. The quest to unravel the mysteries of our origins continues to inspire awe and wonder.